everybody, welcome back.
Yes, welcome to another Live with Blitzy. And I have to say, we're probably all very excited about today's show because we're talking planner accessories and planners today.
Happy planners.
That's right.
And all the new accessories that Blitsy got in stock, plus some of our favorites that are back. Mm-hmm. So I've been looking forward to this all week.
I know Megan the Third has as well.
Yes, this is like my favorite thing to talk about. So hopefully you guys are all about planners too. The Happy Planner line of things that they have. Mm-hmm. If you are not familiar with Happy Planners, or if you are a veteran and know everything, let us know in the comments so we kind of know who is here. We're going to go through a whole bunch of stuff. I think there's even a giveaway on our Instagram happening right now. So make sure you're sharing with your friends, you are participating in the chat, and we'll be checking in with you. Emily is actually manning the chat, so let's go over to her. She'll tell you about the giveaway, and then we'll get started.
Hey guys, good morning. I'm excited for you to all see these new Happy Planner accessories. I definitely have been playing with them and peeking through them all week. Like Katie said, we do have a giveaway going on right now. It's over on our Instagram, instagram.com/blitzycrafts, and with the new Instagram Stories feature, we are giving you a close-up look at all the 4 different collections that we are sharing with you today. So you can find our Instagram story, and it's going to tell you how to enter a giveaway that will close when the story ends. So you've got about 2.5 more hours to go check it out and enter. And I'll place the link to Instagram in the comments, but stories are only available on mobile, so just keep that in mind. And I think they are ready to start showing you off what we have today.
Very cool. So now I'm over here with Megan the Third. She is actually on the Me and My Big Ideas creative team. So you're like all about
I'm
Happy
really
Planners,
excited about
right?
this. Yeah.
So what are we going to hop through first? I know there's like these 4 new planner basic collections, and we have some of the planners too, right?
Yeah, so we have all the new planner basics, which everyone absolutely loves. So I can't wait to show you all of this, all the details of all the different collections. So there are 4 different color combinations that they have in the different collections. I'm going to first show you the first one. So this one is the neon set, and I'll show you kind of the details of everything that is in these different collections. So first of all, let's start with the washi tape. So each set, or each collection, has a different set of washi tape, and it kind of coordinates with the color combinations within the collection. So this, and then I put them all on a piece of paper so you guys can see an easier view of what the washi looks like. And then they have pens in this set, and I have to say that these are probably my favorite pens so far that I've ever used.
Well, first of all, they're pretty.
They are pretty.
But do they write nice?
They write super awesome. They're somewhat similar to the Stabilo pens. But I find that these write nicer than those, and they have a longer tip, so it makes it sturdier when you're writing, so it's easier to write with. So these I absolutely love. There are 2 different color combinations of these, and we'll show you the other one next. And then there are these magnet clips, and these you use on... So let's take this one, and I'll show you what you use these for. So if you go over here, these you can use them to put at the tops of your pages.
And it's like magnetic.
Yeah, so then you can easily flip through your planner, and then you know which week you're on.
I use this.
You can also,
I put it on the day.
Yeah, you could also do that too.
As a day marker.
So there are sets of these in each collection as well.
And these collections are all available right now on Blitsy.com. I did see a couple of comments. Are we international? Yes, we ship internationally, and then also we'll put the links to all of the items that are in the sale in the comments so you guys can find it very easily, but it's all online.
Another 2 types of things you can use to keep track in your planner of where you are these binder clips. I use these a lot because they are pretty, and they are really easy to use. You can use the magnet clips, or you can use the binder clips to keep track of where you are throughout your week. And then I also like to, I don't keep all of the weeks in my planner. I keep maybe 3 months at a time in my planner. So I like to take all the rest out so my planner's not so bulky. So I also use these to keep track of all of the pages that I'm not using right now. And then another type are these elastic bands, which are really cool. They kind of look like your hair bands.
Yeah.
And they have really cute colors and patterns on them. And these you can use to wrap it around your cover. And then that's another easy way to flip to where you are in your planner. So those
I love those too.
Yeah, these are really
pop
fun.
of color. So while we're going through the planner basics, again, these are all the accessories that go with the Happy Planner. Let us know in the comments. Do you already have a Happy Planner? Do you want to see the insides of any of them? Because we have some here we can show you once we go through the basics. But let us know in the comments what you're hoping to see, and we'll continue to go through. We're going through the brights right now,
Yes.
right?
This one is the neon.
Oh, this is the neon. Okay.
Yes, this one's neon. And then it has different sets of sticky notes, and everyone loves sticky notes.
I personally love sticky notes.
Yeah, I use sticky notes in my planner if, let's say something happens with a month from now and it's not a for sure thing. I use Post-it notes to kind of stick all of my dates coming up in my planner. So then if it doesn't happen, I can just take the sticky note right off. So,
and then when you're ready to like fully plan your week or your month, you can take the sticky note off and actually write it in. I do the same exact thing.
And these ones have, you can see it has a rainbow foil effect on them. So these are all different sizes of sticky notes. So, and then they go right into your planner, just like that. Love these. And then, so they each collection or each set also comes with, or it has a coordinating pencil pouch. So you can keep all your pens, your accessories in a coordinating pencil pouch. And I just love the details of these. Look at the zipper.
Yeah, it feels nice.
And it's made really sturdy. So there's that. Also, there's two combination or collections that come with these roller stamps. Are these called roller stamps? Yeah.
Yeah.
And these have different sayings like "Get it done," it says "Hustle," "Note to selfie," "Big
Note to
plans."
selfie.
Yeah,
That's cute.
that was a cute one. Big plans. So then you would use these little dials on the side and get your different sayings and phrases.
Then can you just ink it up with any ink? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you
using
do
VersaFine.
is, let's see. Yeah, you just ink it up like any other stamp. I'm going to attempt to do this upside down. And then they have cute little sayings and patterns.
Oh my goodness.
I think there's a banner on here too. And there's
Do
some
another,
stars. Do another one. Here's some stars. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different
How
fun.
addicting would
I
this
know.
be? Oh my goodness.
I believe there's about 10 or 12 different designs on here.
That's awesome.
So there's that.
I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I don't have this yet in my collection. I also saw Tammy said she's so happy that they're making pretty pens that write
I
well.
love those.
So I have to test it.
Yeah,
I
go
have to
ahead.
see. I'm
Yeah.
gonna write. Ooh.
Yes, I love these pens. They write so nice.
They
And
really do.
They're really small tip, so because you have these small little cute Post-it notes, it makes it easy to write in these small little areas.
Yes. And then you could do your little check
Check it
mark.
off.
Okay.
Okay.
Love.
So that's the pens. Love those. And then what I think everyone loves the most are each collection has different sticker packs.
Everyone or you?
I don't know. It's kind of...
I love the stickers, so it might be everyone.
So these ones have rainbow foil accents on them, and you can see it has neon colors
Yes.
in here. And these, I love using these ones for putting...
What do you use these ones for?
So I use these if I have birthdays coming up. I'll use a little icon in here. There's little banners in here. If there's a birthday coming up or a special event, I use these. You can also use these as a to-do list. You can kind of make little bullet points in there.
And here's some to-do stickers.
Appointments,
some
reminders.
appointments.
Oh, I love these.
Yeah.
The problem with stickers is that they're so pretty, I'm afraid
know.
to use them, so you have to get more than you think. Then
Yeah.
you don't feel guilty using the ones that you have, because you're like, oh, I have more of
Yeah.
this, I can use more.
I had that problem for a really long time, and being on the design team for Me and My Big Ideas, all these pretty stickers, I'm looking at them, I'm like, I don't want to use them. But then I started saying, if I don't use them, they're just going to sit there. So just use all your pretty stickers, and it'll just make it even funner when you're in your planner and you see that pretty sticker. So go ahead and use them up.
So are all the pens, sorry to go back, are they all black ink?
They are all black ink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that too.
So that was the neon collection.
And there's 4 different planner basic collections. That was the first one. Are we going to move on to another one now?
Yeah, they do have similar, so they all come with the washi tape, some of the magnetic clips. So this is what the washi tube, this one will look like. Some gold in there, some confetti. I love the confetti washi. And these have some sayings, the important, seize the day. So that one was really fun. This one also has a roller stamp, and the designs between the two, there's a black one and then there is this pink one. They do have different designs on there. So it's kind of fun to get both of them and then see all the different kinds. There's an arrow. There are a lot of to-dos and stuff like that. So this one says note to self. So the other one said note to selfie. So they are similar, but they are also different.
Yeah.
So
What
there's
does this one say?
this one says focus. There's
Gold.
hearts,
I like this one.
goals. There's reminder, today. So yeah, if you get both of them, you can just go stamp happy and just go all over the place
Back
in your
and forth.
planner.
So that I like variety, so like
yeah.
mixing it up, like have one font one day, another
Yeah.
font another day. So
And this collection also has the pens. These ones are more the black and white. So if you're not one that likes bright color, they also do have black ones.
you cannot go wrong with black and white.
I know. So this one also says make today awesome. This one says just do your thing. So it's just really cute and motivational to have a pen, and
Yeah.
it's just really cute. Okay. And then they have the magnetic clips in here. These ones are smaller, but there are 2 extra ones because they are smaller. So these are cute.
I like the triangle ones.
Yeah. For
And the
marking your day
arrows.
too.
So cute.
And here are the sticky notes. This one has gold foil on there. Get it
I
done.
also used to have a problem with using my sticky notes because they were so pretty, and I
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to use them all up. But
Yeah.
same thing. It's the only way your planner is going to look pretty is if you use the
them.
planner
Yeah.
accessories. So don't hoard them. Actually use them
Yeah.
because you can always get more if you need to.
And so this collection has the elastic bands. There's the black and gold and white ones. And then instead of the binder clips, this collection has paper clips with little ribbon attached to the top of them. And I'll show you what one of these looks like. These are really fun to use too.
So Paula asked, how do I get started with a planner? We're going to show that a little bit later. After we go through the accessories, we'll kind of go back to the basics of what the planner looks like when you open it up and how you can get started with your planning. Whether you're decorating it with like weekly spreads, which some people do, or if you're being more practical with it. A lot of times
More
mine
functional.
is meetings and work stuff, and it's not always super pretty. It's
Yeah.
lots
But
of
you get things
writing.
done.
So we'll kind of show you the insides in a couple of minutes too.
So then with these paper clips, you'll see that the ribbon kind of sticks out. So that's another fun
I love
way
that
to
too.
keep track of where you are in your planner. So there's that. Then this one has the pencil pouch in here and has the gold. This one's really pretty too. And the little zipper in there.
I saw Carissa said the rose gold is her favorite. We're going to show that in a few
Yay!
minutes
Yes,
also.
that one is last. That one is actually my favorite collection, so that one is last. And here are the stickers. These ones are so pretty. More confetti, please. This has a lot of the gold foil. A lot of fun sayings. And then these ones are the little icons. These ones are white, so you can see in some of the planners, the weekends are colored.
Yeah.
So using the white on there, I'm actually going to use one. If you use the white sticker on there, it looks really fun.
Oh, yeah.
So there are white ones in there, the black and gold, more quotes and sayings.
And these
And
ones,
I love these word ones. They're
The
actually
clear-
clear,
yeah,
so
I
it
do
looks
like
like you've
using
written
these.
that in the planner.
if you don't really like your handwriting, you
Right.
can use these pretty ones. And these ones are,
Bullet lists.
yeah, I love these
those.
too. So that's the gold collection.
Let's go to Emily really quick and
Yeah.
see who is here. Do we have planner lovers? Is anyone asking questions? Do we have any favorites so far? Let's see what's up in the chat.
We definitely have some planner lovers and some newbies here. You already talked about with Paula how to get started in a planner. We do have some happy planners lovers with us. We have a couple of questions. Laureen asked, first of all, are you expensive? We are the best place to go to buy all of your craft supplies, all of your planning supplies. Most everything that's on our website is already discounted, and we accept competitor 40% off coupons for one item, and we have a 100% price match guarantee. So clearly this is the best place to go to find all your favorite planner supplies, and over $50 in the contiguous 48 states is free shipping. What could be better to find your planner supplies at? Someone asked if there was an hourly division for the planners. These are, I don't know if Katie wants to show a little bit more inside the planner. They're divided into 3 boxes for each day. There's a lot of people use them as morning, afternoon, at night, or work, home, kids, but they are not divided with an hourly layout automatically. And then someone else asked, where do you find the Instagram stories? So I'm going to show you. So if you go to Instagram, if you're already following us at Blitzy Crafts, you're going to find us up here in this top feed that has everybody in there. You can check out their stories, and you just tap on that, and it's going to start going through the story for you. If you can also find it by going to our profile, and it's got this colored ring around it. That means that we've got a story that you haven't watched yet, and you can also just tap that by holding, and you can tap forward. If you tap on this side of the screen, it's going to tap back, and you can also hold it down if you want to look at it a little longer, and it's going to stay paused on that for you. So that is where to find our Instagram story and how to check it out. And I think they might be ready to show you.
Yeah, so really quick, just a rundown of the Happy Planner
yeah.
before we go into more of the planner basics, which are the accessories for the planner. This is actually a planner that's built on a disc-bound system, and there's a bunch of different covers and insides to choose from. But what makes it really cool is everything is on that disc-bound system, so you can pull your pages out, you can put them back in. There's a punch accessory, so you can literally add anything to your planner. So this is actually the Hello Life version, and you can see it's kind of like a watercolory feel. You'll see different designs in every planner, and we have pictures on our website of all the different ones. But each month has a page here where you can write what you're currently up to, important dates, birthdays, goals for the month.
Yeah, this is super fun to fill out too. It has what you're currently reading this month, what you're cooking. So this is a fun little prompt to do in your planner.
For sure. And then here's your monthly view. You got a 2-page spread for the month with a section for notes. And then when you flip the page, you get into your weekly view. Here, I've got
Lots of things you
got
can
an
put in here.
accessories in here. You can use it for memory planning, so that's just another accessory. But here's your weekly view. Again, 2-page spread, and you have 3 boxes for each day. So some people do morning, afternoon, evening. Some people do mom's schedule, dad's schedule, Miles' schedule. Some people do the time all the way down. So like for the hairstylist question, you could break it down however you want in here. So I love that this is kind of dynamic for however anybody wants to use it. So that's kind of the breakdown of the inside of the Happy Planner. And we'll get into some more of the accessories very soon. So this is my actual planner. Maybe I'll show a little more on the inside later. But all right, what are you gonna pull up
So
next?
then we're gonna go on to the Brights collection. This one is exactly why it's named the Brights. It's very bright colored. It's very popped of color. You can kind of see, here's the washi tape. Lots of confetti. There's gold in here. So this one's a really fun collection. And then here's the magnetic clips. Some gold foil on there. And then the sticky notes, these are really fun. And this one has the numbers on the side to make your little list.
Love that.
Then here are the clips. These ones are more colorful and the ribbon on it too. You saw the black and white one, and there are colored ones too. Then these, the last two collections have these long sticky note pages, and it's actually a giant sticky note.
So it's sticky on there.
Yeah, it's a giant sticky note, so you can see how much of a sticky it has. You just pull it right off, and then it fits right into your planner, just like that.
Perfect.
Yeah. So there's the sticky notepad. The pencil pouch, this one's really fun. It has the confetti pattern on there and the pink zipper. It's really fun. Here are the sticker collection, or sticker pages in here. Lots of bright colors. There's the gold foil in the stickers. Fun colors, love those. Super bright, fun colors. Here's the clear stickers. And the to-dos. So a lot of different types of stickers are in these books. There's the functional ones when you're wanting to get things done, and there are also motivational stickers if you're just wanting to use your planner to do memory keeping or decorate your pages. So there's that. Then there's these highlighters, which this one is actually with the neon collection, but you can see what's really nice about these highlighters is the tip on there is super fine. So like with the pens, how they have the really fine point, these have a really nice small tip on there for highlighting really small areas. Look at how small and fine that is.
Yeah, most highlighters have
The really
like
big and
thick
bulky.
But
Yeah.
if you're writing in a smaller planner,
Yeah,
it's
those are
great to have
perfect.
that. And they have the cute little light
Yeah,
up
they
your
do
life.
have sayings on there.
Your
Rock this
bright
day,
run.
make the most of today. So these have fun quotes on them too.
So I did see a question really quick
Yeah.
on the size of the planners, and I think Emily already linked to the Color Crush, which is a smaller planner, separate collection. The Happy Planners, we right now have the classic size, which is a personal size planner, right? Do you know the dimensions?
Dimensions, not really sure.
But then there's also
There
a
is
larger
the big
8.5 by
one.
11, which is more of a desktop calendar. So
Yeah.
those
And
are the two
I believe-
sizes for the Happy Planner in particular that we have.
I believe Claudia's going to show of the different sizes that we have. The
Okay,
big
great.
one and the classic size. And another thing that comes with this collection, or that is included, or
Part of
the collection, there we go, are these self-inking stamps. There are two different sets of these for different patterns. These ones, you can mix, hold on. With these boxes, if you line up the size of the box within these little marks in here, you can stamp right in your planner. And you got your own checkbox to make your
that
list.
fits right perfectly
Fits
in
perfectly
those boxes.
in the square.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's this one, and there is another one that's in the next collection. There's a checklist one. So that one's really cute too. I'll show you what that looks like. Love that.
You've got your lineup down pat. Line it up right perfectly
Yeah.
into those boxes, which is really cool.
So that was the Brights collection.
We have one more, right?
It's my favorite collection just because it's so pretty and the colors in it are super fun. This one is the Rose Gold collection. Lots of mints and lots of blush, and there is a little bit of a darker gold foil in there. This one is my favorite. So that's the washi tube. And then you just saw the checklist stamp. Here are the magnetic clips. And the sticky notes, these have rose gold foil on there.
Ooh,
Super
that's pretty.
Then
I can't decide which is my favorite.
No,
this
they're-
is definitely Carissa's favorite. I'm going to guess it's Emily's favorite, but I don't know for sure. We'll ask her in a minute.
I think I know her favorite. I think I might have asked her
Okay.
yesterday. So here are the binder clips for the rose gold collection.
I only guessed that because she just got a rose gold iPhone, so I thought maybe she would want to accessorize with the rose gold.
Here is that big sticky note pad for this collection. This collection has pencils that coordinate with the colors, and they also have fun quotes on there. So,
Very pretty.
yeah. Then the rose gold pencil pouch. This one's really pretty. And I actually use this as I hold my makeup in here. So I
that's
use
a good
one
idea.
for pens, and I also use one of these to hold my makeup. So that's another idea you can use these for.
I have too much makeup to fit in there, but if you need some extras to
For
keep
travel.
in travel, yeah.
And here's the sticker pack for the rose gold. Super pretty. And the rose gold accents on there. Love
Beautiful.
these colors. And these have the clear stickers in there. Look at that. I love that one. So lots of mint and that blush color, rose gold.
Love that.
So
I like
that's
that
that.
they mixed the mint and rose gold. It's not
I
very
think
expected.
that's why that's my favorite.
Yeah,
I love mint, and then with the other two colors in there, it's my favorite.
very nice.
So what is your favorite collection?
Oh my goodness, you're gonna make me choose?
There are a lot of different things about each one that
Okay.
make it.
I'm going to make a decision.
Yes.
And I'm actually gonna go a little bit unexpected, I think.
Oh.
With the black and white, because I feel like I could use all of these with the other collections
Yeah, that
very
is very
easily.
true.
So to me, it feels like the most neutral. Then I would probably go rose gold after that.
Yep.
And then I don't know.
I know, they're all super pretty.
I love them all. Honestly, I would want all of them because they all have different stickers and they
Yeah,
all have
they
different
do.
post-it notes. So it's hard to decide. But if I had to start, I would go with the
Yeah.
neutral one so I could mix it and match it with stuff that I already have too. So
Well, that was all of the planner basics, the brand new accessories for the Happy Planner. And so we just showed you all the details. So
let's check in with Emily if you have any questions on the planner basics. If you're just joining us, we're showing Happy Planner accessories. We'll show some of the Happy Planners, including the fitness one coming up in a few minutes. But let's check with Emily and see what's going on in chat.
So, Katie, I don't think you're as unpredictable as you think you are because both me and Carissa predicted that you would choose that collection. I know you love a good gold, and that's actually my favorite collection as well. I love, kind of like you said, it's really easy to integrate your other stamps and stickers and fun stuff with it because it's so neutral but also has that gold pop in it. One question that I didn't talk about earlier, do the stamps come with the ink or do you buy it separately? The roller stamps that are paired with the Brights collection and the Rose Gold collection, technically, those don't have ink with them. And then the bigger, those punch down stamps, the important and the checklist, those will already be inked in the top of that. So, yeah.
Very cool. I like the self-inking ones because
Yeah.
you don't have to, you just use
Use it. You don't have to worry
it's
about
just
having
like
an
a
extra
push
pad.
stamp, but then the designs in the other one, it's
Yeah.
again, need both.
Well, I mean, since I can't be packaged into one collection, I love bits and pieces from every. I was looking earlier. I'm like, I like this pencil case. I like these washi. I like these
that's the
stickers.
beauty is that it all is sold separately,
Yeah.
right? So you can pick and choose
Yeah.
which ones are your favorites
Yeah.
and kind of customize it
I
to
would make
your
the
own
Megan
likings.
collection.
The Megan
collection. pick and choose.
Okay, so
All right.
over here
Yes.
we have a couple of kind of specialty planners, right? What are we going to dig into?
So I figured these two would pair perfectly together. We have the recipe planner, and then we have the fitness planner. So if you're looking to get, in shape, looking to kind of get healthy, these two go hand in hand. You can use the recipe planner to obviously, collect those healthy recipes, the healthier fares, and document them and keep them all in one spot. And then you can track your fitness. So I think we'll start maybe with the recipe planner.
Okay, I'll pull this one aside.
And show you kind of the inside of this planner and what you got. what's great about this planner is it comes with the market list. So you can actually fill in your grocery list for the week, for the month, however you shop, with this list, and it's removable because it has, the ARC system here. So you can take this out, and if it's something that you think you'll need again next month and you can just scratch things off, you can actually place it right back into your planner and have it there if it's kind of your essentials that you typically get every week, every month. So you have the market list, which is great. And then you also have, if you're like me and you don't know any of the classic terms in cooking, this gives you some of the, drizzle. What does drizzle mean? If the recipe calls for you to drizzle, frosting or to drizzle chocolate, like what is drizzle? That tells you exactly what drizzle means. Lukewarm is another example. Parboil, that's another one that I feel like people talk about is to parboil, which is actually partially boiling your food, which,
makes sense, but
right.
I didn't know.
Right, and if you don't actually follow the parboil instruction and you actually fully boil it, you're going to ruin your recipe. So a lot of really helpful terms in here.
Yeah, mince.
To kind of keep you on track when you're reading your recipe. So love this little addition. And then at the beginning of each of the different sections of the recipe planner, you're going to get some fun little quotes. Growing up, I learned life's important lessons at the dinner table, which is nice. Keeping your family at the dinner table, kind of having those conversations. Love that quote. And then you're also going to get a couple of fun additions. I think there's 3 sections of this. So you have the measurement equivalents, which is also really, really helpful when cooking. I'm always calling my mom and asking her, wait a minute, so...
I Google.
Yeah, Google, call my mom. And I feel like my mom and, our parents are really good about knowing these conversions, where our generation is really... I know I'm bad.
Well, I'm just not a numbers person, so
Yeah.
I didn't memorize. I didn't keep it in my memory, so I just look it up. But it's nice to have the reference.
It's nice to have the conversions. You have that, and then you also have, which is another really helpful page here, how to set a table. So this is your casual setting, or if you're throwing a dinner party and you want to be a little more fancy, this is going to tell you exactly how to set that table. So when your guests come over, you're not embarrassed because you've done it the wrong way. So you have the casual setting here, and then you have the formal. So you nail all of the placements of your forks, your silverware, napkins.
Now I'm looking at it like, do I do it right?
I know, right?
I don't know.
Someone told me once it was like, what? It was like this, and it was like now I don't remember, but it was like B and D. And I don't remember. That was either way.
Never learned that.
You need this to help keep you organized and keep your
and look like you know what you're doing.
Exactly. And then so those are kind of the 3 little tips as far as setting your table, the conversion, and then the glossary. And then you have your different sections. So depending on the meals you're cooking, you have the family favorites. You have main dishes. For your fall kind of winter fun stuff, you have the slow cooker section, which I love. You have healthy fare. So once again, if you are kind of using this to plan your healthy meals to go along with that fitness planner, you have a healthy fare section. There's also quick and easy, which is another favorite of mine because I don't have time to cook. There's the dessert section, and then there's miscellaneous. So if you have a special recipe that you want to incorporate, but it doesn't really fit into the other categories, you have this miscellaneous section, so you can incorporate it there. So all of these are also removable. So if you just want to rip out the recipe you're working with because you don't want it to get this dirty, you can rip out the actual recipe, and you can put on your table and put your actual book away. And speaking of recipe, this is kind of how you're going to build it within this planner. You put the recipe here. You include all of the ingredients. You write down the preparation, so any special terms we talked about, how you're actually going to make this recipe goes here.
Steps, yeah.
Yep, the steps. And then you can actually do the extras. How many people is this going to serve? Any main ingredients, level of difficulty, which is important. If it's something that's super easy, you'll just want to mark one little dot. If it's a little more on the experience side, you'll want to mark all of those. You can put the prep time, the cook time, the temperature you need to put, whether it's your oven or any sort of machine you're using to cook this, the temperature, and then any special notes. I know if, it's a recipe that your mom's done and she's like, I add a little extra sugar or I add a little extra vanilla. You can put that there. And then serve with, if it's a main course, serve with
mashed potatoes
or corn or whatever. And then you can give it a rating. So if you give it to your family and everyone loved it, you can give it a 5 out of 5. It's not a total favorite, but they'll eat it. You can do maybe a 2 or 3. So a lot of fun with planning your recipes out. And I know we've mentioned this before when we've had this planner, that this would be a great gift for a bridal shower. Rip out a page, send it to every guest. They put in their favorite recipe. And then, the bride-to-be can actually build her recipe book based
That's
on
really
all
cool.
everyone's favorites.
You could also decorate this with you could put a picture of the recipe when it's done.
Yes,
so you
that's
could get really
right.
creative with it. And if you did it for a shower or something like that, and you sent all the guests this and they brought it instead of a card or something.
Yeah, I love
and
that.
you fill it into the book, you'll get all sorts of different people that
Family
took it very
favorites.
literally and wrote in there. People that put special notes in there.
Decorated
so
it, added
it would be a
stickers.
really cool gift.
So so if you're like, I'm not really like an actual planner person when it comes to like being organized and like appointments, this is another way for someone who likes to cook to incorporate that kind of creative side and have a little fun with stickers and whatnot with the recipe planner. So this is awesome for all of you people like to cook. If not, it's just a way to kind of finally get all of those recipes that you've printed out or magazines you ripped out and throw them in a place to have everything in one spot. Because I know right now I have a bowl. My fruit bowl is full of like magazine like recipes that I've pulled out, folded in half, and thrown in there, and it's a hot mess. So this is a way to kind of get all of those loose recipes into one place.
Well, you know what you could do too, and I know we'll show it a little bit later, but there is the Happy Planner Punch. So if you've ripped out a recipe from a magazine, like you and I both do, you could punch it and put it in there until you're ready to actually write it in, so you don't lose it and you have everything.
That is such a good idea. Then you're still quasi-organized. It's still in one spot, but then you're not.
I think
now my
this
kitchen's
is a great gift for anyone for Christmas that you don't know what to get them,
Yes.
or again for any type of shower.
Yep.
So if you're a
Love
new
this.
mom, you're gonna need it. If you're getting married, you're gonna need it. So.
Or if you just want to start, getting more into cooking and making healthier fare, or just being adventurous and cooking more for yourself, this is a great way to start. So love the recipe planner, and that goes along with, I think, the fitness planner.
Yeah. So up next, we're going to show you guys the fitness planner, which I absolutely love. I'm hoping it'll again get me motivated.
I see that you started filling it in.
Yeah. So we'll show you that, but first let's check in with Emily, see if there's any questions on the recipe planner.
A lot of people, I think you are convincing to add the recipe planner to their carts. I love that you showed off, I don't know if you showed it before, but like how you take in and out the pages. I think that's one of the best features of this planner. We had a couple of questions. First, I want to reiterate with the code free shipping. This is a great day to use it because I know you're going to want to be stocking up on those planner goodies, but it is orders over $50 in the contiguous 48 United States, and it is with the code free shipping, all one word, capital letters, and you can only use one coupon code at a time on our website, but you can put multiple in and it's going to do the math for you and figure out what is the better deal. So definitely shop around and figure out if it's free shipping, or you can also use our 40% off and it's going to tell you. There was a question. Oh, yes. Someone asked about the box kits and if we would be getting the box kits. It sounds like those we are going to have in around September. So they will be available on our website, and those are blank planners that are undated, and those come with a couple of sticker packs, and they also come with every stickers for date stickers for days and months, so you can start that at any time. Somebody had asked earlier if they just sold date stickers that she could use in her planner separately. That's the only place I believe that they have any kind of date stickers from the Happy Planner line. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Great info.
Yes, thank you.
I'm excited.
I
Now
know.
we're going to jump into
Getting
the
fit.
fitness planner. And first of all, I love the color.
I love it. The ombre is so pretty.
Yeah, it's like an ombre mint color with
The
gold
gold.
foil. And then I always say it's okay to mix gold and silver.
Yeah.
And I love how they've done that here. So you've got your silver rings. And again, this works in the same way as the other planners where, I'll show you that in a minute, where your pages can come in and out.
That's probably the best part about this planner, I think, is that you can easily remove and put your pages back into your planner. So if you can take them out, you want to minimize what you're carrying, or you can put it right back. I love it. It's so easy.
Yes. Okay, so when you open this planner, you're going to have kind of a page that welcomes you, and this belongs to, so you're claiming your fitness planner, and it's got some motivation over here. Then you go to the next page, and you actually have a 12-month progress tracker, which is really nice because you can put all of your measurements in here and then track it for the year, no matter when you start, because it's undated.
Yep.
So you can do it whenever you want, and then you've got your end results there at the bottom. Now, before I jump into the planner, these are a couple of additions that I added. I took a notes page, and you can kind of track your progress for the week
Kinda
as
journal.
like journaling about your fitness. So that's a really good idea. And then I also printed out my gym schedule.
I like this. This is a great idea.
And I just folded it over so it would fit in here. But I used the punch to punch it and
if it's perfect.
add my gym schedule in there. So I always have it for reference as I'm filling in my planner. Okay, then you're going to get, again, it's undated. So you can start any month that you want.
So no excuses, right?
And you can fill it in. And you get 12 months in here. And so when you go into this first month, I just filled this out for September. You can fill in what month it is. You have some lines over here. You could put whatever you want, goals, lists of what you need to buy at the store, anything like that. And then you can fill in your kind of workout schedule or your plans for the month.
Or add motivational stickers.
And the stickers. This is a sticker pack that goes along with the fitness planner. You could use it in a regular planner too, but it's all about getting motivated to work out, to stay on track.
I like strong is the new skinny. I like
and
that.
sore is the new sexy.
Yeah,
so
I like
never
those.
quit.
Yeah.
So you can see you can do it. Never quit is there. And then this has some purple in it. So I actually coordinated my pen writing with the purple that was in the sticker. So you can coordinate this however you want with colors. Then this is super basic, just filling in with words. Then you've got your weekly food and exercise log.
I think this is super helpful because I think this is one of those things that once people start to write down what they're actually eating, they realize and they tally the calories like, whoa, I had no idea I was eating so much. So it makes you completely aware of what you're actually consuming.
Yes, so now you can track it all with writing it down. And some people will do it in their phone. I like to write things. It just works better for me. So you can hold yourself accountable. You've got a spot here for every day of the week for breakfast, snack. I put coffee as my snack.
I like it.
Lunch, another afternoon snack, and then your dinner. And then there's a spot where you can put your calories. And then you can also log your exercise by the day here, as well as your water totals. You can fill them in.
This is what I totally need because I feel like running around all the time, you lose track and you realize, oh my gosh, I haven't had anything to drink today. So that's a really good reminder to like, okay, no, like, look, I need 10 glasses of water? Is that what it's saying? Good Lord. I don't get anywhere near that, but I like that you were able to kind of keep track of it as you're going through your day.
It's perfect. And then there's also a notes section. I just put a sticker there. Yesterday you said tomorrow, one of those motivational things. And then as we flip through, you'll see, at the end of the month, you actually have a progress report. So there's room here to put a progress selfie.
I like that.
So that first month, you might not like it. You might not want to share that picture, but by the time you get to the end and you put your progress selfie, you're going to be really happy with yourself.
I like that it's a selfie because I think when you can actually see a photo from month to month, you can see, actually, you may not feel like you're changing, but with a photo, you can see how your body's transforming. I like that they call it the progress selfie.
And then there's prompts, so you can journal at the end of the month. How was I successful? How do I feel? What didn't go so well? So again, you're holding yourself kind of accountable to like, I thought I would go more, but I didn't. What motivates me, and what can I do different? And then you can rate yourself for the month.
I like that. Be real, like this was a bad month, so I gave myself 1 star. Or, you know what? I kicked some butt this month, like 5 stars.
And then you can make it a goal for the next month to have more stars filled in.
Yeah.
Then each month it starts with a motivational page. So here's an example of one, and I'll just flip through really quickly because the monthly and weekly view is going to be the same in all of these. It's just the beginning that's different. So you've got your green polka dots here. You've got some nice quotes.
I like that color, of course.
Yeah, and this kind of coordinates with that color on the front.
It's just
that
a
we
really
all seem
pretty,
to be loving right now.
Pretty way too, right? All the bright colors.
Yeah, so
Motivational quotes.
if you need something to keep you motivated and you want to, hold yourself accountable, this is definitely the way to do it.
And once again, it's different than actually planning your week, right? So if you're not really a quote-unquote planner person, but you are into fitness and you are into health, this is another way to kind of keep yourself organized. And once again, add pretty stickers and pretty things to kind of keep yourself motivated.
Yes, exactly. One thing I also wanted to point out, and this isn't a part of the Happy Planner sale, but we do sell them at Blitzy, These pens help you to color coordinate within your planners. And I really like, so you can see like this month, they've kind of set the tone for green. So that can kind of prompt you to pick out your greens and use that. And they won't bleed through the pages, which is really nice. So just to kind of have a little bit more fun with your planner, you can see, actually this is like, matches really well.
Perfect.
So I'll just kind of fill that in. But you can see that
you can color right in there.
color in, and I wanted to do that so I could show you it's not bleeding through on the other side. So these are really nice pens for color coordination, and they write really, really nice.
And they're really pretty.
And they're really good for adult coloring.
Oh,
so,
yep. Dual purpose.
So there's the fitness planner. What do you guys think?
What do you think?
Let's check in with Emily, because I'm dying to hear the feedback.
Yeah, let's know.
Hey, so I wanted to make a note. Thank you, Araceli, for reminding me about the size earlier. This classic planner is considered an A5, and so the measurements of that are like 7 1/4, I believe, and 9 inches. So that's about, it's roughly about the size of like a book. So keep that in mind as you are picking out your planner. You might not want this size or want something this big, or this might be the perfect size for you, or you might want the 8.5 by 11 larger version of the Happy Planner that Katie said is more like a desktop calendar. And then I also have been checking Instagram, and I just want to reiterate that all the pieces are sold separately in the collection, but they are all labeled of what they are. So you can find all the pieces you're looking for.
Very cool. And now I'm over here with Claudia.
Hi everyone, good morning.
We're going to go through some of our favorite accessories. So we have like a little less than 10 minutes left
So I'll just
show
do
you guys.
a quick little run through because Megan was very thorough in the start, so I don't want to reiterate everything she already said. But we're going to start with this bag that is very popular. So once again, like as Katie said, this is kind of our favorite. So this stuff isn't new, but it's kind of the classic basics that you can get at any point, and they're part of the sale.
It's sort of new. It's just not brand new. They keep coming out with new stuff.
Yes.
But this is from the last release.
Yes.
And I personally use this. It's awesome. I go from work to home to work, and I can carry everything that I need back and forth really easily.
Yes, so it's a case, and it has 2 zippered sections that you can put things in. So you can carry your actual planner. I'm going to show you really quick what those are in a second. But it's got little pouches that pull out. You can put your stamps in here. Anything that you don't, like some inks or anything that you don't want to get all over your planner, you can put in this little plastic pouch, and they have Velcro.
This is like a clown bag.
It is.
When you fill it up, you can get so much in here. So there's actually a pocket here too. So you can put your planner in here. You can put it in the main part. So, and then you flip it over, you've got a whole nother section.
You've got a clear pocket here that you can see all your stuff in. It's got a little pouch there, a little pocket there, and another zippered pocket here. So you can see that you can really stuff it full of all of your accessories and take it all on the go, and then you can just plan wherever you are.
Yes.
And sometimes stuff comes to mind and you want to jot it down. So this is the bag.
Awesome. I love the black and white with kind of the mint color again.
It's just classic. It
see
goes with
theme.
all of them. And then here we just have some of the classic stickers. So it's got a variety. This is a great one to get started with because it kind of covers everything. It's got some little to-dos lists, but it also has some of those little check marks and stars and hearts. So it's kind of got a little bit of everything.
This one reminds me of the Facebook thumbs up. Where did it go?
Oh, it
Facebook
does.
thumbs up. So you can plan to be at the Blitzy Facebook Lives with your little
little thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
That's a good idea. And then this is motivational stickers. They're really cute. There's some gold foil. Once again, this is like a nice one to get started because it's got a lot of really cute sayings.
Yeah, and it kind of has a bunch of different colors to mix and match with everything else.
And then these are the bands that Megan told you guys about earlier. I have one on here. So this is the set that comes with the pink, blue, and gold. And here are some of those magnetic clips. And some more.
So many to choose from.
So many, yes. And then this is actually a pen holder that I have, and I do use it. So you put this, you peel back this liner,
sticks,
and it
right?
sticks onto your planner so that you can have your pen accessible at all times. So that, and it comes with 2, which is great. And now I'll just quickly show you. So this is the most popular planner in this office.
It
the
is.
Botanical. It's really beautiful. It's got beautiful florals every month that I absolutely love. This is the one I have.
I do. So this is the one that I use, and a ton of the girls in the office use the Botanical one. And I do have jealousy issues when I see your planners. I'm not gonna lie. I love mine. But it's like
I know.
It's
How do
hard
you
to
pick?
find planner piece because they're all so pretty.
Yeah, it is very hard to find a planner piece. And then here is the large one that we were talking about. So this is the 8.5 by 11.
And this is actually, they call this the golden planner. It's actually the same on the inside as this smaller Hello Life one, except it's in that larger 8.5 by 11
So
size.
if you want something that you can keep at your desk, or if you know, like me, I write big. So if this is better for you to write all your notes in, this is
Yeah, let's show the weekly spread really quick. So you've got more room. And so like for that hairdresser we had earlier, this might actually be a really good option because you could have your morning appointments, your afternoon appointments, and then whatever you have going on in the evening.
Yeah.
there.
So this is the 8.5 by 11, and then we have just some more accessories. I love these. These are just lined sheets that are pre-punched for you that you can add to your planner to write notes. This one has grid paper and lined paper. And then these are a little more narrow if you know that you know,
Yep.
you're gonna.
And
then
I actually use those
right there.
right there. This is just my business card that I punched and put in there, but there's your notes that all again are punched so they fit right in there.
And then we also have a pack of folders that you can keep things in. They fit right into your planner.
I
So
need
really,
one of
anything,
those.
anything you can think of, we have the accessory for. So, and then dashboards. If you want to make your own dashboard, you can, say
Like this.
exactly. So Katie's like, I got it all in here.
So
And then I saw that you have one of these. So
this is really, really cool.
yeah, so
They have page protectors.
they have page protectors that have they're called pocket pages, and they have little spots that you can put all of these cute little cards in, and they fit in.
Pictures.
You can put pictures, and they come in 4 different formats that you can use. I think it's like 3 of each of the 4 designs. And then these washi stickers I love.
Yes.
And this comes on this little backer that's already pre-punched for you, so you can just pop it right into your planner, and you're ready to go. So the last thing I'll show you is the punch. So this is the punch that we've been talking up so much. It fits the A5 planner, and it punches up to 3 pages at a time, and it's all marked for you, easy to follow guide. So you can take any piece of paper. So let's say you just want to add another sheet for notes or something. You just line it up. So, punch, and there you have it. And now it fits.
Yeah, then we can
Perfectly.
just slide it right in to our planner.
Yep. So you can do that with anything. You can do it with photos. You can do it.
Yeah, like I have these, my husband, when he sends me flowers, the little notes that come with it.
Oh, that's
so
cute.
I've got, a place to just put all your memories.
Yeah. So anything that brings you joy, you can punch it and pop it into your planner. And
Love it. If you can't tell, we're obsessed. Like, we
Yes.
could go on literally all day and just go through all the accessories and all of the Happy Planner stuff. It is truly a favorite around here at Blitsy. So, again, if you just want to get started, you can start with a planner, and then you can build up as much as you want from the collection.
Yeah, because
throughout.
it can be overwhelming, but if you take it step by step, accessory by accessory, you pretty soon you realize what works for you and what doesn't work.
A planner, some stickers, and the punch, and you're like ready to go.
Yes.
And then you'll get addicted and you'll keep adding more on. So that's it for us. Let's check in with Emily really quick one last time, and we should be good to go. Let's see if there's any more questions.
Yeah, I think it looks like we covered everything. Just to reiterate, so all of the collections are, like Claudia just said, everything is separate, but that is, especially for beginners, that's really great because you can pick kind of like, I don't feel like I need all of these things right now, but maybe in time you will need all of the things. But it's a good way to test it out, see if you want to mix and match anything. And then there were a couple of questions around, there is a larger punch available from Me and My Big Ideas. It's not currently available at Blitzy, but it is not a heavy duty punch. It doesn't punch more paper. It's just sized for the larger planner. So don't go looking for it thinking you can like punch like 10 sheets at a time, because won't happen. But you can, if you do have the larger planner, you can also just use the regular punch and just punch it twice to fit in. So yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. I just saw Carissa is like, okay, I need to check out, so I stopped adding things to my cart. I feel your pain. I'm stealing things as we're talking, so I know what you're talking about. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Let us know, again, if you have any questions in the comments. We'll monitor it, and we'll make sure we get them answered. But happy shopping and happy crafting. Bye.
Bye.